Hi Misfits, how's it going? We decided today that we would do a first try and review of the primer that is kind of all the rage right now. Because it's not really a primer. It is the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm, and it is all the rage thanks to Nikki Tutorials and a lot of other YouTubers and beauty bloggers. So we've seen some of them try it out and they have liked it, and you always never know unless you try it out on your own skin. So we figured we should try it out. My skin used to be really oily, and now it's kind of normal to oily, really only in my T-zone now. It used to be oily all over, and now it's not. And for Kiki, her skin is pretty oily, so she's also going to try it on for a first time and review as well. So I guess we'll just get started. By the way, this Nivea Shave Balm for Men, it's kind of weird because my husband used to use it a long time ago, so he would always have this around the house. Had I known back then that, hey, you should try it on your face as a primer for makeup, I could have known this years ago. But anyway, I got mine at Walmart and it was like, I don't know, $6 something, and Kiki got hers at Target and it was $5 something. So I'm not sure if that's the case for every Walmart and every Target out there, but that's what happened to us. So at the time, Target was the better price when normally it's Walmart, but whatevs. So you can try that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start to put this on my face. It does say it's for sensitive skin, so I think that's also why it's all the rage, because it should be good for all types of skin. And you would think, oh, I can't put an aftershave balm on my face. It's gonna make me break out or irritate my skin. And it shouldn't, because it's for sensitive skin. And it smells manly. Anyways, so let's get started. I'm just gonna put a little bit. It's a cute glass bottle, which is kind of fancy. So I already have my moisturizer on, but I'm just going to kind of gently put this on my face. Where you would normally put primer. So there's nothing different to how you would put it.
It does smell very manly, but not like overbearing to where it's like disgusting, or you think, ooh, I don't want to try that because I don't want to smell like a man. It's just a subtle man scent. And so while I'm putting this on, it's kind of tacky, a little bit sticky, but not crazy sticky. So I'm just gonna let that set.
I'm here in all my glory of no makeup on. Yeah. I do have moisturizer on, so what I'm gonna do now is just put this on over it. And I guess I'm just gonna use my hands. Oh my gosh, it's coming out fast. Hopefully this works. I was kind of concerned about this because, smells like a man. I have oily skin, so I was wondering if this is going to be too crazy. But another girl who has oily skin, YouTuber, tried it and she liked it, so maybe it'll work. Okay, so I'm just going to let that sit for like 5 minutes before I put on my foundation.
Also, this shave balm is not a regular primer, so it's obviously not like a mattifier or a pore minimizer or anything like that, so not expecting it to do anything fancy. I just started using a beauty blender, by the way, and I love it. I used to use my fingers, I used to use a sponge. My all-time fave was a brush, and now I like the beauty blender.
It's always like funny watching someone using a beauty blender, blah blah, beauty blender, but I like the way it feels on my skin. So far, I don't feel anything weird as far as having the aftershave balm as a primer, and my makeup isn't going on weird, or I'm not having any difficulty blending or anything, or having it go smoothly on. It's the same. So there's nothing crazy different as far as application, in case you're wondering.
Okay, so I let that sit for a few minutes. So now I'm just going to put on my foundation as I normally would, just to see if it goes on the same. And I'm using the Matte and Poreless Fit Me by Maybelline.
I was just trying to look in the camera right now, and that's not going to help. Okay, so far so good, I think.
So good, but I will continue to check in with you and see how it's going, see how it lasts throughout the day at work, because usually my face by the end of the day at work is like, oh, she had a rough day. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it works really well, because it would be really exciting, and I would be happy because then I'd look not so rough at work at the end of the day, because sometimes you know it is. Anyway, check in with you later.
So I have all my makeup done, and I'm just gonna go about my day, and I will check in maybe a couple of times during the day just to show you how the makeup is lasting and what it looks like during the day. So I think that's it.
Okay, so here's the finished look for today. Did the hair a little bit, finished the makeup, and put on another shirt. Just a simple look, but everything looks as it normally does. Sorry for the wobbly camera. Okay, so I'll check in a little bit later.
Hey, so I'm just doing another check-in. It's like 11:50, almost 12, and we've just run a couple of errands. I don't know if you can see my kids in the back, and I don't know if you can tell because I'm in the car, so I'll try to do this out in the sunlight, but we're getting coffee, so, or at least I am. Well, my cappuccino blast. But so far so good. I mean, I will try to do it in the sunlight so you could see more, but all the makeup is pretty much lasting like normal and awesome. So I will check back in just a little bit. Bye. So I still don't know if you can totally tell. It's super bright out, and it's hard to even tell what kind of shot I'm getting for you guys. So anyways, it's about 1:46 right now, and I'm almost to my son's school to pick him up from kindergarten. And so I don't know if you can tell or if it's too bright. I tried to go outside of the car into the sun, but I need to find, I think, a shaded area so I can actually see what I'm recording as well, because I have no clue if you even have a good view of what my makeup looks like. So And it's hot, so now I'm like kind of sweating. I am in my car, so I do have my AC on now, but it's kind of like, really? It's supposed to be winter time still, or maybe it's spring already. I don't really know when it changes. And it doesn't really change here in Tucson, Arizona. But anyways, so hopefully you're getting a good look at what my makeup looks like. I'll try to find a shady spot so I can have a better view for you. And yes, that's my baby in the background crying. Okay, so now I'm at my son's school. It's 1:53. I just can't really get a good view. I'm gonna have to do another check-in when we get to the house, and I can just sit outside in the shade, and you can also see with the sunlight and stuff, because this is just not gonna work inside the car. So I'll check back in later. Sorry guys.
Looks the same, kind of. I don't know. Not much has changed. It's pretty good, but I think I'm going to try it with a beauty blender with my foundation because I feel like it gives more coverage. So, but I feel like, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about this, if this is a true review about whether the Nivea makes a difference. Maybe in the beginning, maybe I need to try it a little bit more. But for first impressions, I don't really feel swayed either way. So we'll see.
Okay, so now I'm finally at home, and it is, I don't know, maybe 3 p.m. So I can kind of step out into more light, but as you can see, it is holding up really, really well. You can still see my bronzer and highlight, and it doesn't look like anything is out of place or getting, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't look like it's getting all splotchy, or especially with my T-zone being oily and me having kind of like combination skin at the moment. It's holding up really well, and so I am pretty happy with this Men's Shave Balm as a makeup primer. And I honestly don't use makeup primer at all. I just put moisturizer on and then foundation. So to do this extra step is kind of like, you know, do I really need to? But I actually am pretty happy with the way my face and my makeup look so far. And it's been, I don't know, when do I take my son to school? We normally leave at like 7:15-ish, and now it's like 3 p.m. So it's been lasting quite some time. So I would say thumbs up to this. I'm gonna check in again one more time, maybe later tonight, and see how it still is, but this is looking pretty good, if I should say so myself. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, okay, so it's our last check-in, and what time is it, Keeks?
It is 6:14.
6:14. We gotta calculate the time because we always put our time ahead.
C's to help us be on time.
Yes, exactly. Does it work?
It does for me.
Usually. If I'm by myself going somewhere, then yes, but with 3 kids and the husband, no. Anyways, so it's our last check-in, and so let's give a look at your face. Sorry, I'm holding this with my hand, so it's a little shaky in all her glory. And here's mine. I've been like scratching my face and rubbing it, so.
Yeah, it's so hard not to touch your face, especially when you're like frustrated. You want to be like, ah!
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Especially because she teaches and the kids drive her crazy. But anyways, so what's your true review, her final thoughts?
Okay, I am not crazy about it. I'm not against it. I'm not like, oh, I hate it or anything. I think I'm still trying to tweak the way that I'm putting it on. Like I said earlier, maybe not letting it sit so long before I put the foundation on, like just putting the Nivea and then putting the foundation. Maybe that will help. I'm sure there could be other factors. I mean, it's not bad. I don't feel like it's doing wonders. So,
Hey, We're just having true review. For me, I actually like it because I feel like it has stayed pretty well. And again, like I said before, I don't normally use primers. So, you know, it just depends on if I want to go the extra step every day. So, and here comes the neighbors looking at us crazy because we're always recording ourselves. So, anyway, I give it a thumbs up, especially for being like $5-6. Not bad if you want a primer. So I would say if you have like normal skin or normal to oily or maybe combination skin, it's a good primer for $5 to $6. If you want it to do mattifying things or to minimize your pores, you know, yeah. So for Kiki, she gave it a thumbs down.
I don't know, were my expectations too high? Maybe. Who knows?
Well, for a shave balm, but whatever. It's totally okay. You know what I was thinking?
I'm gonna keep using it though to see if I'll like it more.
Because I have an expensive Dior primer. Wow, let's talk at the same time. But I have an expensive Dior primer, and I have used that before. And maybe I should do half Dior, half Nivea, and see what it looks like. But anyways, my arm is way tired, so bye.